Time to raise the big questions once again. This Surat-Indore Model, is it against the spirit of democracy? Did the BJP put pressure on the Congress candidates to withdraw at the last moment? Or has the Congress simply failed to get its act together in some of these key states? These are the questions I will raise. I'm joined by Javed Ansari, senior journalist who's tracked the Congress for years. Mohan Kumaramangalam, Congress's spokesperson, joins me. We hope to be joined shortly by Sanju Verma, the BJP's national spokesperson. But I want to start with you, Mohan Kumaramangalam, first, because surely the Congress party should have done some due diligence on its candidates. For candidates to withdraw in the manner that they have, you can't just blame the BJP. Somewhere you will have to look within and ask yourself, what kind of due diligence do you have when you put in candidates who then withdraw at the last moment? What does it say about the way your party functions?
Rajdeep, it took 17 years and 61 hearings for a district court in Indore to frame charges of attempt to murder against Aksheba. It was done specifically with the purpose of coercing him into actually withdrawing his nomination. I saw the images of him going in to withdraw the nomination. And, I was an observer for our elections in Himachal. And one of the jobs I had was to actually get rebel candidates to withdraw their nomination. And protocol is you walk with them all the way to the end, make sure they withdraw the nomination, and then come out and take them home. That's literally what the images look like that was being done with Akshay Bam. Now listen, BJP, frankly, is the Charles Sobraj of Indian democracy. They are serial killers of our democracy. They started all the way back in 2016 when they toppled an elected government almost in Arunachal. And then they did it in Manipur, Goa, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka. I mean, come on, Operation Kamal now is a famous term in India. But that was only buying MLAs who are already elected. Then they went into what they did in Chandigarh, which is buying returning officers. And now they figure that why don't we go one step further and just buy off aspirants or just coerce them or just threaten them any which way. So this is merely an evolution of the BJP's, democracy killing machine. Unfortunately, it's at the cost of devolution of our democracy.
I wish Sanju Verma joins us right away for the words that you're using. You're calling the BJP a killer of democracy. You're calling them the Charles Sobraj of democracy. Those are very harsh words that you're using, but we will get Sanju Verma to respond to them in a moment. Meanwhile, Javed Ansari, what's your sense? Is the truth somewhere in between the BJP putting pressure on these candidates to withdraw? After all, these are safe seats for the BJP relatively. Indore, Surat, they won by a huge margin last time. So why would the BJP even push the Congress candidates to withdraw? Is it just that some of these candidates don't have the stomach for a fight?
Well, if they didn't have the stomach for the fight, they should never have filed their nominations in the first place. Mm-hmm. Well, while it is a poor reflection on the political management skills or the lack of it of the Congress party, the principal blame has to lie with the government, with the party in power at the center and in the state of Madhya Pradesh. It just isn't a coincidence that a 17-year-old case suddenly accelerates and there is an attempt to murder charge leveled against him. This is not the first instance. Rajdeep, as this election enters Uttar Pradesh, the 5th, 6th and 7th rounds, you will hear more of this. I know of cases in UP, instances in UP where cases are now being accelerated, where suddenly the judgment, which has been kept pending for a month of Sundays, suddenly is now back on the agenda. So BJP is a party which certainly does not believe in leaving anything to chance. If there is a button to be pushed and some gains to accrue, they will go the whole hog.
Y'all are both making very serious charges. Javed Ansari is saying on the show that he knows of candidates in UP also who are being put under pressure to withdraw. And you've got Mohan Kumaramangalam, Sanju Verma, who is saying at the moment that the BJP is a serial killer of democracy. You've raked up a 17-year-old case. The court then suddenly adds attempt to murder as an extra charge, and according to Mohan Kumaramangalam, all of this is being designed by the BJP to send out a chilling message to its opponents. How do you respond, ma'am?
Thank you, Rajdeep. First, I wanted to ask you, am I audible? Because
yes, you are absolutely audible, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Okay. This entire narrative डेमोक्रेसी खतरे में है, लोकतंत्र खतरे में है, गणतंत्र खतरे में है, संविधान खतरे में है. This narrative has gained traction post 2014 ever since Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister, and that too with a thumping majority. Very quickly, Rajdeep, I never corroborate my facts without giving relevant data. And I'll tell this to your audience and to people who watch your widely watched show. First and foremost is what happened in Surat, by virtue of which Mukesh Dalal became elected unopposed. Has this happened for the first time? No. There are at least 35 instances in post-independent India whereby people have been elected unopposed in parliamentary elections. And mind you, out of these 35 instances, 26 instances are those where Congress or its affiliates have been elected unopposed. So for the Congress to take a moral high ground is a bit too rich. Now coming to the hard facts without being verbose. 1952, Allahabad West, Purushottam Das Tandon elected unopposed. 1962, Har Krishna Mahtab, he was also the first Chief Minister of Odisha, elected unopposed. 1962, Yashwant Rao Chauhan, who was Home Minister under Indira Gandhi, he was also the
with
Chief
due
Minister
regard,
of
that was a
Maharashtra.
different age. They were elected because of their stature at times. No one contested against them.
Why haven't
I
you
am talking
interrupted
about,
me?
no, ma'am, 1 minute. I am talking about 2024.
No, you have this
Just a
bad
minute,
habit of
ma'am.
interrupting.
No. I want to know 2024, the charge, because Mohan Kumar Mangalam has made a specific charge that the Indore candidate, a 17-year-old case, was suddenly fast-tracked. An attempt to murder charge is added against him on the day he's filing nomination. 4 days later, he withdraws it. He is drawing a connection. Your response. We'll talk about the past. Let's first talk about the present.
Rajdeep, let me be very clear with you. I have been able to connect onto this debate with great difficulty, despite being in a place where the connectivity is very poor. You either allow me to speak or you decide if you want to put a gun to my head. I will not allow you to do that. I will speak what I need to say. It is my FOE. I am here as the national spokesperson of the BJP. I don't need to be taught from Rajdeep Sardesai kya bolna chahiye, kitni der bolna chahiye. Let me finish. What Mohan Kumar Mangalam has said about democracy ki hatya, I just want to say one thing. Can candidates withdraw at the last minute subject to guidelines under the election conduct rules of 1961, section 53, subsection clause 2? Was that violated in the case of the Indore candidate or the Surat candidate? No. Were provisions of the RPA Act 1951 violated by the Surat candidacy or the Indore candidacy? Answer is no. Problem ye hai, Rajdeep Sardesai, abhi dhyan se suniye. Now don't interrupt me. I will show you what hard facts are and completely demolish your biased narrative. Because the biggest peddler of this entire narrative, democracy khatre mein hai, unfortunately, is also you, Rajdeep.
No. Now I'm getting angry. No, ma'am. I am a very calm person up to the point where you are making an absurd allegation. I am Mohan Kumar Mangalam, Congress spokesperson on this program, has come and said BJP is the Charles Sobraj of politics.
Yes,
they are serial killers. No. You please take these comments back. I have not put this narrative. You respond to him. I am only an umpire, neutral umpire. You respond to him. Don't bring me into your make personal attacks, please. Please respond to him.
Okay. अरे भाई साहब थोड़ा शांत हो जाइए. Why are you getting so agitated, Rajdeep? बीजेपी को, नरेंद्र मोदी को, अमित शाह को लोग गालियां दे देते हैं आपके शो पर और आपके मुंह में फेविकॉल लग जाता है, आपके मुंह में ताला लग जाता है. संजू वर्मा कुछ बोलती है तो आप उत्तेजित हो जाते हो. Let me finish, then you can rebut me. You can also admonish me. Now my limited point is this. Look at the number of people, Rajdeep. We will talk about, Akshay Kanti Bam. We will also talk about Nilesh Kumbani, whose candidacy was rejected by the returning officer. We'll talk about all that. My limited point is this. Congress today is a divided house. You look at Jaiveer Shergill, Rohan Gupta, Gaurav Vallabh, spokespersons of Congress, erstwhile spokespersons, they left. इनके ऊपर कोई केस नहीं था. Let us talk about Hardik Patel. हार्दिक पटेल ने छोड़ दिया कांग्रेस. जयराम रमेश से सब चंगासी. देन बाबा सिद्दीकी लेफ्ट कांग्रेस. जयराम रमेश एंड राहुल गांधी से हमको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, सब चंगासी. Ashok Chavan left the Congress. Jairam Ramesh says, Ashok Chavan who? हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, सब चंगासी. Geeta Koda, you know, a diggaj. She was the sitting MP of Singhbhum. She leaves the Congress and joins the BJP. K.C. Venugopal says, सब चंगासी, हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Rana Goswami, the working president of Assam Congress, leaves the Congress party. Jairam Ramesh says, अरे राणा गोस्वामी कौन है, सब चंगा सी, हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह spent 45 long years serving Congress loyally. और अमरिंदर सिंह की क्रेडिबिलिटी की धज्जियां उड़ाते हुए प्रियंका वड्रा, राहुल गांधी, सोनिया गांधी बोलते हैं अमरिंदर सिंह कौन है, he is well past his expiry date. If he is left and joined the BJP, we don't care, सब चंगा सी. Sunil Jhakar leaves the Congress and joins the BJP. Jairam Ramesh says, हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, सब चंगा सी. Alpesh Thakur leaves the Congress and joins the BJP. Rahul Gandhi says, Alpesh Thakur कौन? हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. It is this attitude. हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है.
Good.
It is this
Okay.
arrogance which is the undoing of the Congress party.
Very good
and for
point.
you to blame the BJP is a bit too rich.
Madam, always end when you're up ahead. You said we should rename today's program Sab Changa Si. So therefore, Mohan Kumar Mangalam, as is being suggested by Sanju Verma, and she's given some good instances of people who've left your party at various other times, and not all of them have cases against them. She says, this is arrogance on your part to say that this is democracy khatre mein hai. If your party is imploding, why blame the BJP?
Rajdeep, for all the instances she mentioned, I don't think in some of the leaders she talked about, including Jairam Ramesh, etc., nobody said sab changasi. I can say as a Congress spokesperson, whenever a senior leader leaves Congress, it does hurt us. It does. We feel bad about the fact that for some reason they've left. But let's be clear. Those who go from the Congress to the BJP clearly never belonged to the Congress to begin with, because in some ways they've made a complete ideological about turn when doing so. And in that case, whatever we lost wasn't really ours to begin with. And maybe that's what we mean when we say that it is not a loss. Now, as far as her talking about people being unopposed, be elected unopposed, I think the public is very clear on what is happening in these two cases, whether it is Surat or much more blatantly what happened in Indore. I think it's there for all to see that it isn't a simple, senior leader being elected unopposed or some by-election happening and in sympathy for the person who were departed, that nobody else puts up a candidate. It's clearly a case of coercion. And I want to say one last thing, Rajdeepji, which is that, Mr. Modi has been lying constantly from every possible bully pulpit he can stand on, saying that Congress is stealing women's Mangal Sutras, will be raiding poor people's savings. But what he's done in these two elections is he's stolen the common man's most valuable possession, their vote. And that is something I can guarantee you the public of Indore and Surat and those of other constituencies who are watching what is happening right now will never forgive him for.
You're saying all of this is done under coercion. A quick response from you, Sanju. Sanju Verma, you see, you have gone and told me the instances of other congressmen, and I said you have every right to do that, but you must tell me, how does a candidate who's contesting from Lok Sabha from a major national party withdraw a few hours before nomination is getting over, and an attempt to murder charge has suddenly been added in a 17-year-old case? People are not idiots out there. People also have minds of their own. The people of Indore, the people of Surat are being cheated. Now, are you saying that the BJP has nothing to do with it? Sab changa si. Sab changa si. You are winning 370 seats, 400 seats. Sab changa si. We saw what happened in Chandigarh. Kuch to hua na, dal mein kuch to kala hoga.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, Rajdeep, I heard you loud and clear. Now, let's be very clear. I've even tweeted in response to a tweet of yours today, where you said that, there was a 17-year-old case pending against Akshay Kanti Bam, and murder charges were added to it. Now, are you trying to suggest that the investigation agencies are being weaponized? My answer is no, because the murder charges were not added by Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, JP Nadda or the BJP. The murder charges against Akshay Kanti Bam were added by the local court in Madhya Pradesh. Point number one.
Yes.
Point number two. Now, please don't interrupt me. Please. Thank you. Point number two. Today, the Supreme Court refuses to give relief to Arvind Kejriwal. And the reason I'm talking about this is because this is a clear stinging slap to piddy media. You know, we've always heard of Godi media. एक होता है गोदी मीडिया और एक होता है पिदी मीडिया. पिदी मीडिया के लिए it's a stinging slap because ये कहते थे, अरे Arvind Kejriwal is being victimized, he is being maligned. I want to ask people, if Arvind Kejriwal was innocent, why was he denied bail by Supreme Court? Manish Sisodia for the nth time was denied relief today by the Delhi High Court. The limited point I'm making is that BJP and investigation agencies, these two are separate issues.
Okay.
Investigation agency अपना काम करती है, court अपना फैसला सुनाता है.
Let me tell you. Okay, fair enough.
Judiciary
That's the argument that BJP is making. That
कौन बीजेपी में आता है, कौन बीजेपी से जाता है, that has nothing to do with ED, CBI or the investigation agencies. Stop maligning our investigation agencies. Stop undermining their credibility.
Okay.
Stop undermining the credibility of enforcement directorate.
In Indore, the buzz is that Mr. Bam, after this charge was added, went to the strongman of Indore, Kailash Vijayvargiya of the BJP, and reportedly sought help. Now, this is what is being claimed in Indore. You're saying this, or none of this has anything to do with each other. We are speculating on this. But Javed Ansari, you've listened to the two politicians. Is the truth somewhere in between? That the Congress is a divided house in several states, is weakened in states like Madhya Pradesh, where people are defecting virtually every day from the party. At the same time, the BJP is exploiting the situation, sometimes through coercion, sometimes through inducements.
I couldn't agree more with you, Rajdeep. There is more than an element of truth in what you're saying. But in the case of this Akshay Kantibam, it's not a case of a divided house. It's more a case of what we've just been talking about. Suddenly, after 17 years, a case is added, an attempt to murder case is added. The BJP spokesperson was saying that was very eloquently defending the ED and the investigating agencies. My response to her is a couplet कि खुशी से मर न जाते अगर एतबार होता.
एक बार फिर बताइए जावेद भाई, आप कपलेट क्या है?
कि खुशी से मर न जाते अगर एतबार होता.
चलिए, Javed Ansari, we will end on that couplet.